Well, hello, my friends. My hair is all over the place because it needs a trim, but we're doing our best today. Um, Hair is just like me, all over the place. That's just what is. Welcome in, Tux, Nebin, Constellatio, Trivoli, Unalian DVDs. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, a cup of Earl Grey. That's so delicious. I have a hydration beverage. And also, just pounded a sandwich, feeling very uncomfortable, but I was running out of time and eating food was the thing to do. But oof. So, a light haircut. I think I need a heavy haircut. It's been way too long. Um Music is what we usually do on Monday. And my lighting is a little dim. Lupin, welcome. Um, Music is what we usually do, so I'm gonna do my best to do some music. I would like to take priority requests today, but also, thank you, Tux. Wait a bit, that sounds like a really good idea. And besides priority requests, I am going to do something that I haven't done in a long time. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Gonna look at the items on my list that are deactivated and try and see, are there any of them that I can move into the we're actually doing these things column. So that could be interesting and or hilarious, and I'm down for that today. We're gonna try. And step one to do that is I open my streamer song list and I go to my song list and I click show inactive. I click sort by last played because the majority of them have been played never. And y'all, I got 131 songs on my inactivated. Felix, saluton. A lot, a lot. Um, so some of them I've even done myself the favor of linking to a tab. All right. I have, for this one, I have the um, chorus in my head, but I don't have the verses in my head. Spin the wheel. Ah. Oh, interesting emote. That's cute. Spin the wheel. Was that something that we did on like a special event? Yeah. I think that's a special event thing. I don't know. Um Birthday stream. Yeah, that's a birthday stream thing or like a streamiversary thing. Is that turned on? I don't have access to my point rewards queue system. I've been locked out. So if there are mods that can access that and turn it off, that would be phenomenal. I haven't had access for weeks, which is so frustrating. It won't let me log in. Okay, I'm gonna try and find this on YouTube to do a little listen. Um, ugh. Ing. Aha. Aha. Okay. So this song is currently doing the rounds as a background noise for TikTok and stuff. And it's from a French cartoon, Asterix and Cleopatra. Asterix and Cleopatra. In English, it's doing the rounds in French. The English version is called Arsenic Cake, and the French version is called Le Pudding à l'arsenic. Le Pudding à l'arsenic. There we go. Whew. Got it. And because of the shorts form videos, I have the chorus in my head. Well, the like fourth iteration, but patisserie. Haha dogs, hello. Petit. Oh, je vais en mettre deux. Quelques gouttes de ceci. Monsieur, copion, souper très fin. Et un peu de poivre en gras. Non, ah bon. Imitez votre arsenic dans un verre de narcotique, de cuillère de purgatif. On fait bouillir à feu vif. Je vais en mettre trois. Dans un petit plat à part, tirer du sang de lézard, la valeur d'encre et à coudre et un peu de sucre en bol. Oh, ah bon. Pam 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 pam. Un venin de copain pour adoucir le mélange. Pressez 3-4 oranges. Je vais en mettre un seul. Décorez des fruits confits moisis dans du verre de gris. Tant que votre pâte est molle et un peu de vitriol. Non! Oh oui! Ah, je savais bien que ça serait bon. The riff I have no clue about. There's really very little information in this guitar tab. That gets jazzy. There's too many chords in that part. Pudding à l'arsenic nous permet ce pronostic. Demain sur les bords du Nil, que mangeront les crocodiles. Yeah. Ba-ba-dee-doo-doo. Da-da-da. Okay. This is one hot mess I'm gonna try anyway. Now, I'm gonna look and see if I can find a better tab because this has like not enough information. Dans un grand bol de strychnine. Oh wait, I'm supposed to put this on the list so you can see the name of the thing that I'm doing. And I'm pretty sure nobody but me can do that since it's a secret song. Huh? Je vais en mettre un. Okay, there we go. Now you can can't see. Hello. Streamer Shock List overlay. Wake up! Hello, welcome in to the party. Okay, let's try again because this song is fun and funny. Dans un grand bol de strychnine, délayé de la morphine, faites tirer la casserole, un bon verre de pétrole. Oh, je vais en mettre deux. Quelques gouttes de ciguë, de la bave de sangsue, un scorpion coupé très fin, un peu de poivre en gras. Non. Ah, bon. Mettez votre arsenic dans un verre de narcotique, de cuillère de purgatif qu'on fait bouillir à feu vif. Oh, je vais en mettre 3. Dans un petit plat à partir du sang de lézard, la valeur de à coudre est un peu de sucre, est un peu de sucre en poudre. Non. Ah, bon. That's a very slow auto scroll. I need more. Give me more, please. Délayé au la mordo morat dans du venin de cobra pour adoucir le mélange. Pressez 3 quartiers d'orange. Je vais en mettre un seul. Décorer des fruits confits moisis dans du verre de gris, tant que votre pâte est molle et un peu de vitriol. Non. Non. Ouais. Ah, je savais bien que ça serait bon. And then we've got the riff. Which I think I have to go back and listen to. Even have the slightest clue. Okay. Why are those chords not even mentioned in the list? Le pudding à l'arsenic nous permet ce pronostic demain sur les bords du Nil que mangeront les crocodiles. Degero, wa. Up-a-dee-da-doodle-doodle-la. Why? All right. Well, let's try and see if we can't find an English version of this in Ultimate Guitar Tabs. Arsenic cake? Arsenic cake. What is it about cartoons and jazz and classical music? Okay, there is no tab for arsenic cake. Let's look for asterisk and Cleopatra. If I say that in English, nope. It's so funny because YouTube has an English version. Let's see. Yeah, they've revoiced it. Okay, so let's go to the riff for the English version and see what happens here. Curious. I don't have the lyrics anywhere other than here on YouTube. Specialized arsenic cake means that we can safely take seats beside the river Nile, see the sacred crocodile. Oh, it's so much better in French. Eat the gulls. Okay, to see the sacred crocodiles, eat the gulls. Got it. All right, well, that's pretty good. Um, there's work to be done behind the scenes on that, but that's fun. Fun one. It's not ready to go live, but what I can do is I can copy the YouTube link. Um, oh, edit for the English version, and I can copy the YouTube version and put them both in song list info. That works? That probably works. That. Okay. Food. Oh, it's a see if we anything. Hey, this one's got a tab. I like tabs. Can't seem to disable specific channel point redeems at the moment. All right, let's try this. This one's fun. We're gonna just do some struggle throughs. I'm gonna put this cute. Sales tab. We've got, what have we got? What have we got? We've got a C, a G6/B, A minor, G, F, A flat. It's just rude. Any alternatives? Let's look at alternatives. There are 15 alternatives. Bar 3 and play an F. Rich sound. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. Bar 3, play an F. C minor/G, D/F sharp and flat, which okay. We're gonna try freeze ray. I think we're in laundry day. No. Laundry day. See you there. Under thing. Humbling. Hey, love your hair. I go humbling. With my freeze ray, I will stop. With my freeze ray, I will find what's the phrase? Like a fool, kinda sick, especially. Anyway, with my freeze ray, I will stop the pain. It's not a death ray or an ice beam that's so Johnny Snow. I just think you need time to know that I could make it real. The feeling you don't dare to feel. Bend the world to her will and will make time stand still. Wait, where's that E flat? Still. That's the plan. Rule the world, you and me. Any day. Love your hair. Anyway, with my freeze ray, I will. What do we think? Should we put that? Should we leave that on the secret list, or should we put that on the strugglesome list? Are we graduating from secret to strugglesome? Let me look at something. It says I've never played it before, which I've tried it before, but maybe it was like, I want to acknowledge that at that point. We'll set the song as played, step 1. And then, I don't know, we could go learning, show tunes, ukulele, else we need to know about it. We will activate. Hey Mega Squatch, welcome in. Today I'm looking at my list of inactive songs, which is 130 songs long. Now it was 131, and we've just taken one and moved it over to the strugglesome but active list. And I'm figure out whether I can put any of them on the actual song list. Activated, you can. So yeah. Any info. No info. Let's look on guitar tab. Are you awake? Ooh, there's a novice version. That sounds good to me. Let me try this. Guitar? Oh my goodness, guys. This is gonna be hard. I'm here for it. I'm gonna learn something new here. We're gonna try Come Together now. I'm not really good at guitar. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but we're going to try to learn a riff and some new chords. I don't think I need my earbuds for this. Okay, so the riff goes. Now, keep in mind, my guitar is detuned, so in order for this to sound like the recording, I'd have to put a capo on one, but I'm not going to do that because I detuned it for a reason. Really? This is such a. Let's try again. Pause. So that's the riff. And the chords are E minor, A, B, and we've got the riff again. Boy, this is going to be a struggle through. C minor, A, B, and then go to the chorus. Mm-hmm. And then we go back to the riff again. We got lots of chances to play this riff. Right, so the verse goes E minor, and then the chorus goes. Okay, let's try. Add. Okay. Auto scroll. Here come all flat up, he come grooving up slowly. He got you to highball, he won. Holy roller, he got hair down to his knee. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. shoe shine, he got toe jam football, he got funky finger, he shoot Coca-Cola, he say, I know you, you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me. He bagged production, he got Walrus Gumboot, he got Oh No Sideboard, he won Spinal Cracker, he got beat down below his knee. Hold you in his armchair, you can feel his disease. Come together. Where am I right now? Where am I? Over me. That's not right. What's going on with the chorus? Help. Sorry for bumping your ears. He roller coaster, he got early warning, he got muddy water, he won mojo filter, he say 1 and 1 and 1 is 3. Got to be good looking 'cause he's so hard to see. Now my brain tells me the interval is come together. Come together. And fit in there. Together. Right now. Over me. None of it fits. Just can't make the chorus fit. Anybody know where I've gone wrong? The things I'm surprised about. I kind of halfway sort of got the hang of the riff, which is interesting because I have zero experience, really. Verse went okay. Chorus, absolute utter failure. This cannot go live yet. But hey, I can take that tab and put it where I will find it the next time I want to play this. So that's the, it said, interesting. It says it's difficult intermediate, but when I hovered over it, it said novice level. Let's see if we can find something. That's a 5-chord song, but it's also got the riff. Version. Oh, wow. That's written out for fingerpicking style for the whole thing. No lyrics. Or hardly any lyrics written in. This is just fingerstyle guitar for the whole thing, written out in tablature. Let's try version 4. Oh, that has more chords. Nope, nobody. Ooh. Okay. This is very different. Interesting. Huh. He got to be one holy roller. He got down to his knee. He got to be a joker. He do what he. You know, he got Belgian football. He got monkey finger. He shoot Coca-Cola. He say, I know you. You know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free on the. Got the same problem. Over. Nothing worked for the chorus. This is. I like some of the choices this has made, but it doesn't include the riff, which is kind of a really important part of this song. I'm going to copy that tab and put it in my info here below the other tab, just as a point of reference, because maybe I might kind of combine the two, but I can't go anywhere with that until I figure out what my problem with the chorus is. All I want today is, all I want from myself today is to be brave and try some things that I haven't tried before, and take some chances and make some progress. That's what I want. Happy? What's going on so far? Ooh, I do have. Lately for this. Saluton Adi, bone vidivin. It's wonderful to see you. I'm gonna have to listen to, because I don't know anything but like the beginning of the chorus in my head. Oh. In let's get out the again. I listen to this. Okay. I would love to be able to play along with what I'm listening to in my ear, but it's out of range for me. So that means I have to be extra brave. Mm-hmm. Let me try this middle part. All right, I think we've listened to the three parts, meaning me. I have listened to the three parts. Now I'm going to try Um, see where I love it. De sa mère et la famille, pose un peu de stress, tout soleil. La photo n'est pas bonne, mais l'on peut faire le bonheur en personne et la douceur d'un soir. Aimer la musique, surtout chemin du Mozart. Where do we capo for us? Capo 2? Full step? Comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. There's where it's the sweet spot. Okay. Elle avait léger cœur et la robe en velours à côté de sa mère et la famille autour. Elle pose un peu distraite au doux soleil de la fin du jour. La photo n'est pas bonne, mais l'on peut y voir le bonheur en personne et la douceur d'un soir. Elle aimait la musique, surtout Schumann et puis Mozart. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi que je regardais tout bas. Comme toi comme toi qui dort en rêvant à quoi? Comme toi. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Elle est à l'école au village d'en bas. Elle apprenait les livres, elle apprenait les lois. Elle chantait les greniers et la princesse qui dorment au bois. Elle aimait sa poupée, elle aimait ses amis, surtout Ruth et Anna et surtout Jérémie. Et ils se marieraient un jour, peut-être à Varsovie. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi que je regardais tout bas. Comme toi qu'il dort en rêvant à quoi? Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Elle s'appelait Sarah, elle n'avait pas 8 ans et sa vie c'était douceur, rêve nuages blancs, mais et d'autres gens en avaient décidé autrement. Elle avait tes yeux clairs, elle avait ton âge, c'était un petit fils sans histoire et très sage, mais elle n'est pas née comme toi ici et maintenant. Comme toi, comme, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi que je regardais toi. Comme toi qui dort en rêvant à quoi. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. 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 That song really gets me. um, I think we can take that off the secret list. That was rough. I didn't see that it had a key change, and that B sus4. I should try it as a bar chord. Hang on. What if I made that B sus4 a bar chord? Here I was struggling to go here or here and here when I could just and then easily transition into the B7. Now they suggest that B7, but I've always done that B7. Let's try it with the other B7. Hang on. We go bar chord. Try that again. It's a doable transition. I have zero muscle memory for it. But the transition from that B7 into the E minor is, of course, of E. We're heading into an ad break soon-ish. I'm gonna futz with this song for a couple more minutes, and then we'll go into an ad break, and then we're probably gonna switch into gaming. I am in love with this song. I have to say, I discovered it 2 years ago. When did this song come out? Hmm, 1982. Been covered by a whole bunch of people. So let me tell you a little bit about what that song is about. And I'm not gonna get through it. I'm telling you already. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. It's just so lyrical. And it's about really, really horrible things, right? And that juxtaposition of beauty and horror is, along with the fact that the song is about a child and being sung to a child. Um, the composer was born in 1951 in Paris. Amazing singer-writer. So this song is about fascist crimes during World War II. And he saw an article that had a photograph in it, and the song is about the photograph, and he's describing the photograph. And the article had a picture of a little girl who was a victim of the war, who wasn't 8 years old yet. And her name was Sarah. And the article described who she was. and what she was like, what they knew. But what we don't know is who she would have been and what she would have accomplished and who her family would have been and who her children might have been and what they might have accomplished. And we'll never know those. And the refrain of the song is like you. She she had bright eyes like you. She had a pretty dress like you. She liked to play with her doll like you. It's just such a human song. And and I think music is so important to tell difficult stories in a beautiful way. Oh, congratulations, Addie. That's got to be extra difficult. So, um, it's like a prayer, this song. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm still crying actually. Um, but I'm getting it together, I promise. Um, whew, I am going to copy a, some information about that song um, into my streamer song list. Um, and also a YouTube bit. All of these information, all of the information that I find that I'm putting, oh, wow. Um, all of the information that I find that I'm noting for myself. Oh, extra note, have tissues. Yeah. I, what I find about that is that over time, as I practice singing a song, it takes me a while to work through the big emotions that that song creates. And there does eventually come a time when I can sing it without crying. That does take time. So it's just part of the process. Um, Absolutely. Music is so powerful, Addie. I'm going to read this out loud. It's okay. We're here. Kind of bad that we're used to shutting off these uncomfortable emotions because we're told to do that. I think sadness is a beautiful river of inspiration for artists and the people who get in contact with the art. Most of the songs I wrote about were negative experience that I had. This helps me to deal with them. Yes. So powerful, Addie. So music is so powerful in so many ways. And Addie's talking about the personal side of the power of music to help you process difficult negative emotions and deal with them. Um, and and that's just as important for individuals, whether you're listening to music or whether you're playing music or whether you're writing music. It's part of the power that music has to change our lives for the better. Um, and and the side of it that I was talking about is kind of more of a societal level side. I'm going to use the word political um, because this song is about war crimes. Sorry, my voice went away there for a second. This song is about war crimes and the effect of war on civilians and children, and it takes it to a personal level, because it's about one particular little girl who died because of fascist criminals in Nazi Germany. And the song is sung in a style that is as if it's being sung to one little girl in the modern day, and drawing comparisons between the girl in the photograph who died in World War II and the girl to whom the songwriter is singing. And that's very powerful. And everybody who hears it, even if they're not a little girl, even if they never were a little girl, can still understand the power. So, yeah. I'm making notes, and what I was going to tell you is all of these notes that I'm making for myself, for my future information, are also available to you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Browsering? Work. Let's try again. Ah, there we go. All right. So this is my streamer song list. You can see most of it. You can see the parts that matter. So today we tried Come Together, and because I typed in Come, I saw Come à Toi, and I went, oh, okay, great, let's try that. So we can go to, click on this button, Details, with the little I in the circle, and there you can see some links. Now, this is a little bit messy. There's 3 links here. There's one here, that's the tab. There's one here, that's some people writing about what does the song mean, and that's the place that I went to tell you about it. I mean, I do understand the lyrics, but I also wanted to know some dates about the songwriter, et cetera, et cetera. And then this third one is a version of the song on YouTube that has lyrics up on screen, very large lyrics up on screen. Very helpful for anybody who wants to sing along and maybe doesn't know French very, very well. Having the lyrics up on the screen helps a lot. So anyway, also I tend to put some things in these 3 tabs. So if you want some information about the songs, I sometimes hide them under here when I have too much information here, you know? I put them under these 3 tabs. So these look the same because there's no information in them, but sometimes I'll put like, if I have a song that's in 3 languages, sometimes I'll put the lyrics in one language here, another language here, a third language here. I'm starting to change and not do that because of my new system of flags up here at the top. I'm leaving the learning for now because I'm just moving it from inactive to active, but I think I'm pretty happy. So we're going to edit and turn it on. So that song is now requestable. And we'll now change our category, and we're going to try a game called it's called Milkmaid of the Milky Way. Or a totally different topic. This is not a song. This is not a song. This is a game about what would happen if it is an alternate history of what would happen if a Norwegian milkmaid were out in her fields and aliens came in a spaceship. So that's what this game is about. So we're going to play that. I'm going to turn off my streamer song list overlay. Oh, we're going to install the game. Hadn't done that. It's new to my Steam library. I just did a category change. Did you see it? Did it not work? Let's try again. I will type and click done again. Milkmaid of the Milky Way. It says it was updated successfully. Did it work this time? I should have rolled my back out. Belly thirsty. Let's try. Pretties. Made. Is it gonna work? Or from Antique for you. Very cool. Weird things are happening behind. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Let's try and fix. This is not the extent of the weird things, let me tell you. I think I'm going to theme because it's behaving. Very misbehaving. Okay. I'm just going to have to live with this. Every time I go into the game window, it messes up my OBS. Hopefully, it's nothing that you guys perceive as a problem. Thinking that probably it's something that is only a problem on my side. Dwarf Romantique. That sounds like an amazing game, actually. Now and Nevermore. I'm very excited about that. I hope you'll stream some of that. No music. Oh, yes. Okay, let's try fixing that. Come on. You know what I think the real problem is? My poor PC has not had a reboot. It needs a reboot and update. Can you hear? Yeah, you can hear. Is the music... Oh, the music is louder than me. You tell me. Is the music louder than you? Speaking of Fjord, a girl in the Bovine, Western Norway, 1920. Balance? How's the balance of audio, game sound? This is a story from Calf Ledge, a small farm perched on a mountain edge. It looks to me like the game sounds are way louder than me, but you let me know if it's okay or if it's not okay. Feedback requested. Hello. I'm speaking so that we have some comparison. Maybe it doesn't matter until we get into the game. Milkmaid of the Milky Way, a game by Mattis Fogstedt. Oh, it's charming. Another restless night. Luckily, the storm had passed. The fields were wet, but the sun was rising fast. This is in rhyming couplets. It is. Oh, I love it. Enough hours spent in bed, I heard impatient mooing from the shed. Milking and dairy were my priorities. Today, Erland was coming to pick up the cheese. My milk bucket and tools were gone. So strange. Had a thief wandered through this mountain range? I'd love to hear some feedback about the audio levels. Are the audio levels good? Is my voice and the music from the game in balance? Cheese, mother's recipe. Pour fresh milk in separator. Separate skim milk. Keep the cream for later. The milk won't curdle by default. Bring it to a boil. Add vinegar and salt. Don't let it clot. Stir, stir, stir the pot. Okay, we are going to tab out to fix the audio levels. Thank you for that feedback. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Usually, now it looks about equal. That's probably good. We want my voice to be a bit higher than the music. Actually, let's try adjusting it in-game instead. Sound effects being louder than the music, actually. And now it looks like my voice is just a little bit louder than the music for you. How do you feel about this combination of voice and music? It's okay. Excellent. Luca was patient and astoundingly clever. I raised her as a calf. She'd known me forever. A lemon? Reach it. Even when I stretched my hand, elbow and knee, I couldn't reach the fruit in the tree. Growing fruit had been Mother's quest. They usually didn't grow here out west. Oh, hello. Game crash? And we're back. Okay, we're looking for our bucket. Took took some firewood, but it was wet. Everything had soaked in the rain, I bet. Okay, now we have firewood. Wet firewood. Town was a 3-hour hike away. The cows needed herding. I needed to stay. Where am I going to find my bucket? Inside. Spinning wheel was for making yarn, but we no longer kept sheep in our barn. We made the cheese in kettles like these. I took the spoon. I would need it soon. Now we have acquired spoon. You crank the separator, your hand ablaze to force the cream and milk part ways. Modification was clever. Without any clutter, the cream would trickle down to be churned to butter. Had I been visited by a vandal, the separator was missing its handle. What should I do? I drew a blank. I couldn't make butter without the crank. Parents' portrait, their wide-open stare, they seemed to be following me everywhere. Up here I had no one to impress, so I wore my pants instead of my dress. It's where I slept, lately not so well. Strange sounds woke me up like an alarm bell. Reading books was my greatest passion. Erland would give me my weekly ration. Okay, he's coming to buy cheese and to bring books. The churn was used to beat cream into spread. It made thick, greasy butter, perfect for bread. Farm was perched on a mountain high, stuck between the earth and sky. That was good. I didn't need more wood. We'll visit the cows again. At night, the cows slept indoors with hay as pillows on the floors. I milked the cows like always before bringing them up to graze. But we can't milk the cows till we find our bucket. Cows needed milking. I saw from their shudders they tiptoed impatiently with bulging udders. Cow moaned an impatient moo. I needed something to milk into. Rhyming couplets. I love it. All right. Well. Let's see if any of the tools that we got will help us. Nothing is helping us here. Can't go any farther. Oh, guys. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Help. Don't know what to do or where to go. Oh, hey, I can go up on the roof. What's this? Rocks were scattered. The chimney had crumbled. Darn that storm, I mumbled. Huh? Oh, game crash again. Okay. House was old, you could say, mature. It smelled quite strongly of cow manure. Oh, game keep crashing. I may need some help, guys. I think that if you don't find the bucket, you'll have to craft one. Out of what? I have a book, wood that is wet, and a spoon. I have a recipe for cheese and a recipe for butter. Butter, the churner must be full of cream. Beat it hard. Go full steam. Churn the butter till it's thick. It should become hard and stick. Remember to keep it cool, or else it will melt to a pool. Today I repaired the separator and added a feature to the accelerator. When I separate the milk and cream, it automatically runs down in a stream. Ready for butter making. Leaves time for bread baking. Remember to grease the door. It's been stuck before. Hinges need oil or grease when they sound like a flock of geese. At school today, a boy brought a bike. He laughed and said, "You'll fall, I swear." Riding it was harder than it looked like, but it felt so good to feel the wind in my hair. Oh, that's the first non-couplet rhyme that we've seen. That's an A, B rhyming scheme. Last day of school, I'm feeling down. I'm needed at the farm, so I'm leaving town. Edvardson, my teacher, was sad to see me leave. You have a knack for science. There's much you can achieve. Dairy farming is hard, especially the cheese. I should write down Mother's recipes. Father is out with the pregnant cows. Taking good care of the herd is his thing. Mother is busy inside the house. I'm looking forward to seeing the offspring. A cow died in birth. We mourn. I named the calf Luca when born. I'll take care of you, I said. She's so sweet. She's bottle-fed. Dark spots on white. She sure has a healthy appetite. Mother and father are having a row. He's angry and says she needs rest. She's talking about a strange glow she's seen on the mountain crest. Lately I've observed that she's been so reserved. Luke is growing. She's now eating grass. Work is hard. I miss going to class. Mother is quiet. So is father. I keep to my chores and try not to bother. I like to experiment. That's just me. I tried to make lemonade from the fruit from the tree. Edvardson taught about acids and bases. My drink was so sour it shrunk our faces. Mother didn't come home from the mountain. Father is paralyzed. I'm walking around crying like a fountain. Somehow not surprised. I gathered the men and arranged a search. The village went out to look. Even the priest came from the church, but no one was found in neither nanny nor crook. She meant cranny nor crook. They found her scarf on the cliff. When I heard, I went stiff. Mother would never do such a thing. Now father is alone with his wedding ring. Keep your head up. Finish your bowl, father says and scratches his head. Sorrow has taken a chunk of his soul. He spends most of his time in bed. We built a cairn, a statue of stone, a memory of the adored. We cried and laughed, us alone, the last two in the fjord. Father told me I had to be strong. He needed my work at the farm. My duties are taking all day long, chores that wear out my arm. A strange past year, a quiet time, no guests are coming to stay. A guilty question, but is it a crime to imagine leaving someday? Thank you, Nightbot. For over a month, father's been sick. His health has seen a decline. His eyes watery, his voice thick. The farm's obligation is mine. Father is better, but not as before. He says he's not of much use. Erland is helping sell our produce in the village, so we don't go poor. On his weekly trips, he talks of building ships, jobs and new careers down at the piers. Last week I called for the doctor to come. It took him hours to arrive. Father was ill and totally glum, more dead than alive. Today's the day. A year has passed since father left this earth. Things have gone by so fast. Work keeps me busy, for what it's worth. Read a book, a fascinating tale of the future and what it can entail. Cannonballs flying to the moon. I read it in one afternoon. Summer is ending. There's a change in the weather. Restlessness and loneliness together. This is my life. I need to stay, even if sometimes I wish I was far away. And that's the end of the story. Help. Click or tap to make Ruth walk. Double click or tap to make Ruth run. Click or tap objects to pick them up or interact with them. Drag objects from inventory to use them on stuff. Visit milkmaidgame.com for more info. Okay. That didn't work. I should have known. The chimney was made from rocks and stone. I would if I could, but I needed stone, not wood. Okay, we can't use the book on anything. So we have 2 usable objects. And the game keeps crashing on me. Luckily, it doesn't crash on you guys. I'm doing silly things. I didn't think that I should do that to the wood. Because I don't really know what else to do. I tried with no success. I'd have to give it another guess. Just trying random stuff. Let's see. The separator was only for milk and things of its ilk. So I tried using the spoon as a handle for the separator, but that didn't work. I had to use that at another location. The spinning wheel was mostly for decoration. The wood was too wet, I had to admit. It needed to dry before it was lit. Okay. Hey, we got the lemon. The fruit had a certain appeal with its fresh smell and yellow peel. Okay, here's what I think. We're supposed to use the lemon to make cheese because lemons contain citric acid. So we're supposed to look at the sky, huh? I'm clicking on the sky. Whoa! Huh? What? What's this? Would get it out if I could, but the nail was stuck in the wood. All right. A bucket. How had the bucket ended up here? Had the wind made it disappear? All right. Bucket, get. Let's go back home and milk our cows. All right, girls, time to squeeze out some milk for the butter and cheese. After milking, as always, I led the cows up to graze. Until evening, the cows could do as they pleased, but I needed to finish the butter and cheese. See which direction it is that home is in. Not home. Metal pole to use as a tether. The boat had sunk in stormy weather. I have a feeling this is not the direction of home. Let's try the other. Okay. Proverbon, yes! Volonte. Ah, the game is crashing. Okay. We'll come back to the just chatting screen for the Hazarda Proverbo de Zancho yen la libro Proverbaro Esperanta. We're opening the book at random to a random proverb. Oh, that's not a random proverb page. This one, it is Proverb 184. Bonai calculoi, bonai cunuloi. Lavorto tenia maestro. Bonai calculoi, bonai cunuloi. That's what they mean when they say make good choices. Maybe. Thanks, Nebin. All right. Game, please come back. Thank you. No, crashing again. Game crashes muchly. Jog, jog, jog. Am I going the right direction to go home? Maybe? Yes. Okay, now I know where I am. Okay, so we see an X where there's something to do. Okay, we're supposed to go... Oh, it crashed. How many tabs do we have open? Please do not ask. This may or may not have to do with that. But that's not something I can... And that's not something I can do much about because it has to do with work. Unfortunately, I don't have a separate work computer and streaming computer. I also don't have a separate gaming computer and streaming computer. So it's one computer that's doing all of the things. Streaming, gaming, working. All right, so we have Milk. We put it in there. Before the milk went into there, I had to separate the cream with care. Oh, okay. Milk in the separator. Had I been visited by a vandal, the separator was missing its handle. Alright, I still think I could use the spoon as a handle. Honestly, that would work. But no. We've got wood, but it isn't dry. Where do can we put the wood up here to get it to dry? That didn't work. Because this looks like a pretty sunny place. How do I get the wood dry other than putting it in the sun? Town was a 3-hour hike away. The cows needed herding. I needed to stay. Okay, let's go back in the barn. We can't see the game. Oh, hello. Gratitas! Welcome in. Thank you for your 2 months resub. Thank you so much. We're playing the Milkmaid of the Milky Way, and I'm having a struggle. We're trying to figure out where the separator handle went and where we can find a way to dry this wood. Couldn't use that there. I should try elsewhere. I figure put it out in the sun somewhere, but let's go back up. Go back up on the mountain and see if we can find anything that will help us. There. Piece had fallen off the rock. I picked up a decently sized block. Must be... Had the rock fallen from the mountainside? It was 2 meters tall and 1 meter wide. It looked like a huge salt stone. Its shape mysterious and unknown. Okay. Let's try... Oh, crash. Did the category change work? Constellazio. I did it twice, but I don't know if it worked. Are we in correct category or not? Oh my. That's a long walk. Flowers I had left here were dry as a bone after being left out in the wind all alone. Aha! Would be a good place to dry the logs. Okay, let's try again. This game may not have a category. I mean, I can't pick it from the list. So, oh wait, it is. Oh, way down. All right. Now this time I picked it from a list. Hopefully that worked. I came to a halt. It looked and tasted like salt. All right, that's for our recipe. Let's try. Couldn't use that there. I should try elsewhere. I think we can dry the wood here. Should be able to. Yes. The cairn was a place I would go to cry. This time I left the wet wood to dry. Excellent. What is this place? My. It would keep me up at nights, the thoughts of falling, the fear of heights. I asked her to walk out there and she just walks right back away. No thank you, she says. No thank you. Cows grazed lazily on the mountain grass. For a cow, this was definitely first class. So I feel like we have some of the items we need. Salts, citric acid. Gosh. I squeezed the lemon from the garden, hoping it would make the cheese harden. This must be salt, I was reasoning, and threw in a good pinch as seasoning. You crank the separator your hand ablaze to first force the cream and milk part ways. If modification was clever, without any clutter, the cream would trickle down to be churned to butter. Visited by a vandal, the separator was missing the handle. What should I do? I drew a blank. Couldn't make butter without the crank. Before the milk went into there, I had to separate the cream with care. Well, I guess we have to find the separator handle. Or something to use as a separator handle. And I would think, yeah, I could use the spoon, but no. Alright, how long do we have to let the wood dry for? Question. Looking down on Calf Ledge, I thought about Father's pledge. Such beauty, but so remote. I swallowed the lump in my throat. Sat down and thought about everything. What would my future bring? Can't get the nail out. I would get it out if I could, but the nail was stuck in the wood. Oh, go this way, please. The wood had dried, now it was bona fide. Aha! I picked up some rocks, squarish, like flat blocks. Okay, we're going home again. I'm not sure if the crashes are to be considered game bugs. It could have to do with how my computer is interacting with the game. But it does seem to happen when I click on the edge of a screen. So... Yep, there we go. Clicked on the edge of the screen and it crashed. At least for you, it doesn't actually disappear. It only disappears for me. Alright, we're going up here. No, 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 no. I take it back. Up here. Rocks. The stones I had found were just the right type. I started to mend the broken pipe. There we go. Though the results were mixed, I considered the chimney fixed. Now, we don't actually want to start the fire because all we've got in there is lemon and salt. I need to find the separator handle. Anybody have any advice for me? I would love some advice. Ah. Finally, I removed that stubborn nail. My greatest conquest. A fairy tale. What are we gonna do with that nail? Idea in my mind like a lit candle. Maybe the nail could be used as a handle. As far as I could tell, the nail fit really well. Right, great. Now we can separate the cream. No time to wait. The milk was ready to separate. The churn was filled to the brim and the milk was nice and skim. Before the butter could be eaten, it had to be churned. It had to be beaten. Butter was done, ready for Erlen's next pickup run. Next, the cheese had to be made, but missing ingredients had me delayed. Okay, and here. Skim milk in the pot. Now it needed to get hot. Well, let's check our recipe first. Pour fresh milk in separator, separate the skim milk, keep the cream for later. The milk won't curdle by default. Bring it to a boil, add vinegar. We're using the lemon juice instead, and salt. Don't let it clot. Stir, stir, stir the pot. Okay. Sound and the warmth, the glow and the heat. Nothing like a fire to warm up cold feet. Stir, stir, stir. Cheese was ready. I said out loud, this would have made Mother proud. Wow, that's very fast cheese. Just as the chores were done for the day, hey Ruth, I heard a voice and a neigh. It was Erlen, no doubt. I'm coming right out. Oh, we got a cheesemaker achievement. Make cheese and butter. The trail up here will someday be my death, Erlen said. Short of breath. Will we be snarky, pleasant, or straightforward? I don't see why we shouldn't be pleasant. I'm glad you could make it, I had to admit. He looked at me with a frown. Have I ever let you down? So, you're wearing pants today. Very manly, I must say. Oh, now we can be snarky. At least I don't have an open fly, I said, and looked him in the eye. He smiled and scratched his ear. How are things up here? Scared, honest, straightforward. Let's be honest. I had this strange feeling lately. I haven't been sleeping greatly. His mind seemed distant, like thoughts persistent. I hoped I wasn't giving him any displease, so I changed the subject to butter and cheese. About the dairy, he was looking wary. It's not as easy to sell as before. People are buying margarine at the store. Oh no! Really? Margarine? Tasteless fat from a machine? Trust me, I'm just like you, up in arms. The townsfolk won't just buy from the farms. This put me in a squeeze. What about my mountain cheese? Well, as far as I can tell, the cheese is easier to sell. But it's not like before, when customers ran down my door. Come see the changes. You'd be surprised for sure. They even have this thing called haute couture. Reserved, uncomfortable, or vague. Huh? What? Huh? What should we do? Reserved, uncomfortable, vague. I think it's my response to haute couture. Am I reserved about that? Uncomfortable about that? Or I'll be reserved. I don't know what I think about that yet. You know, work is a battle. I can't leave my cattle. Ireland looked up, a slight change in tone. So you'll continue up here all alone? I looked at the fjord below. I don't know. That's a fair answer. They're looking for workers down at the dock. The money is good if you work the clock. Better than farming and digging the gravel. With the money we make, we could even travel. Well, I've tried all of the options but uncomfortable. I think life in a town would only bring me down. You should think it over, of course. I've already sold the horse. Why? He looked at his face and said, Please, can you help me sell my butter and cheese? I'll sell the cheese, but the butter you can toss. It'll be the scrawny villagers' loss. I'll eat it myself. I woke up with a feeling strong that something was wrong. Chilly outside, smell in the air. Something felt wrong, I swear. No walking on roofs at night. I'd have to wait for the daylight. Check on the cows. Fear grew in me, a dark stir. Luca was missing. I needed to find her. She was luckily resting. Leaving her would be the best thing. The cow was waking, visibly shaking. Pulse raced upward steeply, but the cow was merely sleeping deeply. We're going up. Oh my. Felt my heart beat in my chest. A strange light behind that crest. I looked down and guess what I found? Luca's cowbell on the ground. Light seemed to radiate from the salty rock slate. It gave me a feeling I couldn't define. A chill went down my spine. Here's my favorite cow. Have they taken her? Luca was stuck. She couldn't get out. My voice was weak. I tried to shout. I tried to call her, but she didn't seem to hear. My heart was pounding, hands frozen in fear. I felt helpless, so much at stake. Luca was trapped in the ice-cold lake. Even if I could hold my breath, the cold water would be a certain death. Oh my. Luca's bell I'd found, it made a jangly sound. Alright, we'll try and get her to come back here. What's happening here? If I went back down, Luca would certainly drown. Here. I banged the bell with great tension. It seemed to work. It got her attention. This was working, I could tell. Luca was hearing me banging the bell. A little more and she would make it ashore. Cow Saver! Achievement unlocked. Save Luca. There, there, I said to us both. I always take care of you. That is my oath. What a night. After a sleepless night, I led the cows to graze. It felt good to feel the sun in my face. Today I had to clean out the manure. There were things a farmer must endure. Oh, we're gonna need a shovel. Think, to spend all day soaring instead of doing chores so boring. Oh dear. What now? Oh dear. The thunder sound, the heat you could feel, apparition so strange it could make you kneel. Was it a dream? No, it was real. No, not my cows. Don't take my cows. Thunderous steam and gas made it impossible to pass. The cows looked confused and scared, poor things. What was this terrible machine with wings? No! No! My little Luca! I took my cows, lifted them through the air. My jaw dropped, my eyes 1,000 yards stare. Suddenly, the ship took off with a hiss. Hey, you're not getting away with this! Ship? Oh, I missed it. If I built momentum, could I jump aboard? I'd have to time it right, or I'd end up in the fjord. I'm clicking too fast. I built momentum. Oh, built momentum. Ah, it crashed. No. Game crash. Help. Help. Okay, also OBS almost just shut down. That's terrifying. Okay, let's try again. Come back, game. Okay, building momentum. My timing was wrong. I couldn't jump that long. I wanted to see my cows again. I had to get on that ship. Oh boy. Time I jump and take the leap and hope I didn't slip. I was afraid to let them get away, so I decided I should stay. What? No. Stay. Jump, I need quite some speed and time my leap perfectly to succeed. Ad break. Okay. We'll be back after this ad break. Hi, welcome back. We're going right back into the game because we had such a cliffhanger. Come on, game. There we go. Let's see what we can do. Run, 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 leap. Run, 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 leap. Timing was wrong. I couldn't jump that long. Certainly not out there. Okay, I'm getting an idea. Up, and then gonna come towards me. Start now. Goes out. Goes up. And I run. A little bit too soon. Down. And eat a cracker. Wanted to see my cows again. I had to get on that ship. Time my jump and take the leap and hope I didn't slip. Still think I'm going a little bit too soon. If I jump, I need to quite some speed and time my leap perfectly to succeed. Ah! Hey, we got it. Woohoo! Oh, no! Jumper. Achievement unlocked. Jumped from the cliff. My head was hurting, truth be told, but at least I'd found my foothold. Now that I hadn't died, I had to find a way inside. No matter how much I tried and pried, the hatches wouldn't open from outside. All of them were closed, no handles exposed. That hatch had a small gap on one side, but it was still stuck, no matter how I pried. Spoon for leverage. A wooden spoon would snap if pushed into such a gap. I mean, I've got some butter. Reasons undisclosed, every opening was closed. These won't budge, I said with a grudge. The huge dome glistened in the sun. I looked for windows but found none. I could scratch and lift with all my might, but the hatch was sealed completely tight. No luck, it was still stuck. What do we do to unstick things? That wouldn't do the trick. The gap was narrow, the butter too thick. Oh, that's... yes. Big fat brick of mountain butter thick. Alright, guys. What do you think? I did try using butter on this hatch, but it said it didn't work. That wouldn't do the trick. The gap was narrow, the butter too thick. Then I tried using the spoon on the butter. And then I tried using the butter on the spoon. Then I tried using the spoon on the door. Bit my lip. There was nowhere to put that on the ship. Foo, butter, foo, spoon. Foo, foo. Foo fighters? That didn't work. Kind of thought maybe I could climb up here, but that seems not to be the case. Aha. Boy, this looks dangerous. No plan. I wasn't being clever, but maybe the spoon could be used as a lever? The spoon stuck out a bit, but otherwise it was a perfect fit. It seemed the lever was used to obstruct the steam coming from the duct. Now we can cross safely. Bent down to investigate. It was a very hot metal plate. Why I'm putting the butter on the very hot metal plate. Butter went down from a thick, hard piece to a melted oil, a pool of grease. Aha! Melted butter, get! Come on. Melted butter would grease the edges of this metal piece. Butter filled the edges and disappeared. That was my last chance, I feared. The hatch would still not budge. Maybe if I... Fudge! Oh. I had bruised my lip, but was inside the ship. Sheet or panel that I couldn't dismantle. Without fear, I heard footsteps. The old man spoke in a strange tongue, his voice and face far from young. Instead of trying to understand, I turned away and ran from the man. Back? No. The queen-like figure stared with eyes so tense, she spoke in a language that made no sense. I told her quite frankly, I don't understand. Your words must arrive from a faraway land. I think in that moment we both understood. Speaking like this would do us no good. Applefish acquired. Her words sounded strange, but now they made sense. She asked me my name, her voice slightly tense. Polite or brusque? Well, I mean, I'm not very happy they took my cows. But on the other hand, it's 1929, and these are aliens with much more technology. Frankly, I think Bruce gets fair. And Celestia wants to play it cool. I wonder whether they'd respect a bit of spunk, and that I might get a bit farther. I'd rather be slightly brusque than overly polite, but on the other hand, I'd only have two choices. And certainly the worst case scenario of being too brusque would probably not serve us well. I guess we'll be polite. I told her the truth. My name is Ruth. Ruth, she said, her eyes narrow. It sent a tremor through my marrow. This is the Veda. Welcome aboard. You managed to get here of your own accord. I am Amarita. Call me impressed. Getting on board must have been quite a quest. What can I say? I faced my fear. I couldn't just stay and see my cows disappear. This youthful irreverence, I find it refreshing. Ha ha! This might have all been a blessing. Cows. I needed to ask, ahem, where are my cows? And where did you take them? Your questions are many, I'm sure. Let me rather give you a tour. Come, she said, and gestured me to follow. Down the corridor, our footsteps sounded hollow. What a day Ruth is having. Welcome to Veda. Come with me. There is much to show and much to see. Oh, hello. This is the biodome, our holy retreat. Here the animals sleep and eat. The dome was filled with air and light. It truly was a magnificent sight. This is the high point of our tour. As you can see, your cows are secure. All I could say, what are they? Once the milk beasts were plentiful and diverse. Now these are the last 4 in the universe. Amarita's head hung low. Whoa, the last bull died eons ago. As I asked, my heart nearly skipped a beat. Are my cows merely food for your beasts to eat? Amarita laughed. Milk beasts are herbivores. They are peaceful and only eat grass, of course. What did you just do to my head with your wand? What did you do to my head with your wand just before? I said. Brief pain notwithstanding, it gave you the gift of understanding. I must see your cows. I got word from our herdsman. He says they're wonderful, quite the specimen. Right in the middle, a blue lake, probably there for the animals' sake. The huge beasts were a sight to behold. Peaceful and leathery, they surely looked old. Milk beasts they were called, and they were grand. Its eye was the size of the back of my hand. Aw. I let out a huge breath of relief. They hadn't ended up as ground beef. This is Pal, our expert on bovine. He says your cows are divine. His voice was old. I must admit, these are beautiful. A perfect fit. A perfect fit, you say? For what, if I may? A sacrifice, of course, he said without remorse. What sacrifice? Tell me now, and no lies. Girl, please stop your crying. You see, our breed is slowly dying. Through blurred vision I heard, only your cows can save our herd. My heart sank like a stone. You'll kill my cows to save your own? Not kill, per se, but a sacrifice must be made, I'm sorry to say. What does this sacrifice comprise, and why does it lead to my cow's demise? I understand what I'm saying is bold. We transfer youth from the young to the old. I believe it must be seen. Let me show you the age machine. Her voice was proud. She said, Ruth, this is the machine that regains lost youth. Your cows will save our holy herd when we have their age transferred. Why do you need my cows for this? It felt like being swallowed by an abyss. A trade must be made for aging to reverse. These are the laws of the universe. Matter for matter, they must be the same. Age is an ember, but youth is a flame. Let's bargain. Please, there must be some other way. I will do anything you say. Amarita's lips curled. Anything, girl? Let's not stay and chat. See that circle? Step into that. Oh, okay. So, oh my. We're going to sacrifice ourselves so that our cows don't get ageified. However, who's going to take care of our cows? The circle to the right. It's in your line of sight. Oh dear. Oh dear. I asked her what she wanted. She scowled like she was taunted. She said with badly hidden aggression, "Give me your most valuable possession." I don't have much to give. I've got my things where I live. In unexpected rage, she cried, "Give me your age." A little bit old. Bones bent, skin crawled, heart pounding, my mind appalled. Nobody told me it was a horror game. Hello? I'm happy to see you up and awake. I'm sure you're confused. Your body must ache. The man seemed understanding. I didn't have to explain that every part of my body was in excruciating pain. Why is my body different? I asked in dismay. And why is my blonde hair turned so gray? Your youth was stolen by our queen when she put you in the age machine. His shocking words cut me like a knife. With a poof, I was at the end of my life. But what can I do? Can it be reversed? Can I get young again, or am I cursed? I'd love to help you, but I have no years to spare. The ship is filled with elders, as far as I'm aware. Now please excuse me, I have lots of work to do. The feast is soon upon us, and I would hide if I were you. Oh no. What's this? I picked up the empty jar. Now, where was the nearest bar? It was an unfamiliar appliance, meant for some strange science. Please don't touch that drink. It's not ready, I think. Supposed to go hide, huh? Hello. Sleeping person looked old and frail, breath so heavy, skin so pale. Are all these elders here at rest, a result of Amarita's youth-obsessed quest? Well, we're touching buttons. Ah, don't touch buttons, he says. Everything seems to be in order here. I have to go back to my brewing beer. Oh, the button calls him. Okay. Sure, we'll learn the purpose of that later. I hadn't been here long, but I guessed it meant something was wrong. What this? It was hard on my body to kneel, but I picked up a bolt made of steel. Steel bolt get. Oh, crashed it. And we're back. I can still kind of sort of run. Somebody is knitting. Muchly. Greet. I asked the lady who was sewing, "Hello there, how is it going?" "Hello dear, I'm awfully occupied." Her face looked puffy, like she'd recently cried. "I'm Ruth, the milkmaid," I said. "I'm Anissa. I work with needle and thread." The sewing looked terribly painstaking. "What, may I ask, are you making?" "Oh my stars, I'm going to be sick. The cape I'm making is far too thick. Amarita demands a flowing cape, but my fabrics are heavy and won't hold its shape. I can't make this cloth fly like silk in time before the Feast of the Milk." "Do you know a way to get young again? Maybe I could trade years with some younger men?" The seamstress went quiet, her sewing slow. She muttered, "I'm sorry, I wouldn't know." Oh, hello. I spotted a tuft of black hair. "Hey, who's back there?" This is Halim, the last boy on board. He must be hidden until order is restored. If Amarita finds out, all hope is lost. We must keep him a secret at all cost. When I grow up, I'll change the rules. I won't let the queen treat us like fools. Halim, my boy, your time will come, but now I need you to keep mum. Quick, go hide, Annalisa cried. Maybe we could hide here with Halim. The fabrics looked like heavy fur, too rough for any connoisseur. Cloth in piles in different styles. The materials look heavy and fat, thick like a carpet, thick like a mat. What this? I gave it a stare. There was nothing there. It was like a revolving spool, spinning like a whirlpool. A burning flame with no sense of gravity was floating inside the huge round cavity. A crate, probably used for freight. Down this ramp? Yes. Oh, hello. Great. Hello there, miss. I'm the mechanic, Vis. You look new. Have I seen you before? And what did you come down here for? I explained my dire situation. Vis shook his head for the whole duration. How can she demand our support when all she does is extort? If I wasn't this old, I'd disobey. My power tools would sure make way. What are you repairing? I asked, and looked at the strange thing. This is a hover sled, an older design. We used it to herd our bovine, but there's been problems with the steering. It has a tendency to suddenly start veering. And of course, no one here can ride the sled. We're too old, and soon we'll all be dead. You need help to fix it? I can aid. You just have to teach me the tools of the trade. There's not much you can do to help, I think, unless you could get me something cool to drink. Hey there, let me set you straight. No one touches my void crate. Ah, a map, huh? Or this is a key that goes inside this. Well, we don't have it yet, but we'll look for that. This looks like... Don't touch that, he said with a scoff. That power tooth will rip your face right off. Hey, lady, hold still. Wait. No one touches my power drill. Looks like we need to go get him something to drink. Alright. He looked up and said with a certain snide, to use that dimensional focuser, you need to be qualified. Indeed. Ah, no, it crashed. Back. Come back. I would take that glass yet, but that would create a big wet mess. Excuse me, what are we doing? Please do not disturb my brewing. We'll try again. I switched glasses, hoping what I was doing wouldn't cause problems for the doctor's brewing. Oh, he's smiling. You are a kind woman. You're the first who's come down here to quench my thirst. What are you repairing? I asked, looking at the strange thing. This is a hoverstead. Oh, we've already read that. We're offering to help. There's not much you can do to help, I think. You've already helped by giving me that drink. Maybe he'll now let me take something since I gave him a drink. Don't touch that. What are you repairing, may I ask? That tool is meant for a specific task. First, this broken hover sled, sweating mechanic said. Try giving him this. Looks like an elevator bolt to me. You can borrow my drill to get those free. Okay, the drill. Normally don't lend out my tools, but you've been so kind, I'm bending the rules. Elevator bolts, huh? I tried asking myself, but I had nothing to put on that shelf. Didn't want to use that tool to remove the spinning revolving spool. Oh, it's here. I can use it in here. Let's try in here. Not here. Next place. Gave the blue thing a stare, but it was nothing I could repair. Glowing matter was shining so great under the stuck, bent metal plate. Woo! Looked like the rising beam of light could reverse gravity, but just not quite. Huh. Despite the fact that I have a tool. Know what to do. Alright guys, I'm stuck. If I open the metal cover, maybe the glowing matter I'd discover. Okay. I hadn't clicked on exactly the right pixel. What is this? It's a strange soft material, lighter than air. Ethereal. Ah, I know who needs this. Come on, hurry up. Took out the floating blob and asked if it could help her job. That looks light, almost witching, but I can't use that blob for stitching. Something else too. He hasn't made much more progress since we gave him that empty glass. Well, now let's try going up. Oh. Well, go talk to Vic again. It didn't take so long to get places. I suppose while we're here, we ought to see what he has to say about this. I felt dense. That didn't make any sense. Never mind. I was just trying. Forget it. I just thought I would save myself some steps in case that was the thing to do. I don't need that, he said in a voice flat. Okay, let's look at this thing again. Is it a map? That didn't work. Touch his things. Huh. Alright guys, maybe put it on the spinny thing. Let's try put it on the spinny thing. It looked like a huge humming spider, only bigger, only wider. I remembered Mother back on the farm when we had sheep. She was spinning yarn. That went quite well, I said, as I looked at the floating thread. The blob had spun to a thin, fine thread, but if I touched the spool, my fingers would shred. Oh no. Now we need to stop it somehow. Oh, what? Do you think someone with smaller fingers could help? What's this cape you're making? Anissa's hands were shaking. The queen has explicitly expressed that this cape shall have everyone impressed. If the cape does not appeal to the queen, she surely will put me in the age machine. My fabrics are heavy as leather. The cape must be light as a feather. Oh, gracious. Usually in a game like this, a tool is only used in one context. Please don't touch that drink. It's not ready, I think. It was an unfamiliar appliance. Oh dear. What would happen? There's one bed left free. I hoped it wasn't for me. Yeah. Okay, so we're not supposed to get on the bed. Have we tried talking to all of these different people? He's more awake than the others, right? The woman looked like a great-grandparent, just skin and bones, almost transparent. Were all these elders here at rest a result of Emerita's youth-obsessed quest? One of these people had probably been agile. Now they looked so close to death, so fragile. The sleeping person looked old and frail, breath so heavy, skin so pale. Wait, what about that sandwich board on the floor? It's saying that there's something wrong. I hadn't been here long, but I guessed it meant something was wrong. Hadn't been here long, but I guessed it meant something was wrong. No need to try, that would go awry. I felt dense. That didn't make any sense. I'm getting desperate. I didn't want to put that to the test. The patients needed care and rest. Where was my head? I couldn't put that on the bed. Tried with no success. I'd have to give it another guess. Wasn't too keen on using that on the machine. Wasn't much to do with those piles. My things could not be used on textiles. Oh, I don't use power tools. I only use needle, thread, and spools. Okay, let's try using the tool on the spinny thing. I think I tried this before, but I don't think I tried it recently. There we go. The ethereal blob had spun into a yarn that weighed none. Cool. Let me out. Aha! Hey, Ratataz. How goes it? I'll be so happy with this. Oh my, what a wonderful thing. You brought me a floating string. This should make the cape float, her voice thick, a lump in her throat. Better fix that elevator before the queen sees, or else she'll reprimand us and have us on our knees. Glad it's going well. The cape is done as you commanded. You did this yourself, single-handed? Yes, my queen. It took a while to shape this delicate textile. Well, for starters, I don't like the color, and for size, why make it smaller? Am I not a righteous queen who serves, protects, and keeps our grass green? Should I not be well dressed, at least, in time before the important feast? Of course. Without remorse, I work and pray to keep our herd alive for another day. Why? I ask you to do one easy job, and you do it carelessly, like a slob. You are not a person who cares. I think you owe me some of your years. No! Go. Very naughty alien queen. Hey kid, stay. There's another way. Listen, I have a plan. If you want to stop this madness, you'll have to be a man. Helped my mother, I'll help you. Just tell me what you want me to do. Look, time is of the essence. Let's skip your whole adolescence. No, we're gonna take his youth. Are you sure you want to go through with this? Nothing about my childhood I'll miss. Yeah, I would think a kid could be easier to convince to do this, because kids just kind of want to grow up in a hurry. I'm not sure how this thing works, I must confide, but please, try standing on the other side. So, I'm not sure how to turn it on. Maybe we just count down. 3, 2, 1? Well aged. Achievement unlocked. Get old, then young again. Who dis? Okay. How does it feel? So how does it feel to be grown? Halim replied with a groan. I sure feel different, more old than new. Also, I see everything from a different point of view. It's such a long way down to the floors, and my voice seems starker, of course. Growing up is tough on body and mind. We'll catch up, take a rest, and unwind. It's his mama. Mother, what has she done? It's Halim, your son. I could hear Halim sobbing and crying. Even a man grieves when his mother is dying. These people had worries far bigger than mine. My resolve hardened. I'd force the queen to resign. This place was so fascinating. Flying staircases, gently pulsating. A piece of fruit was lying there, rotten. Maybe a sacrifice, maybe just forgotten. Fruit was old and musty, unedible, moist, and dusty. Hello there, ladies. How do you do? My name is Ruth. Nice to meet you. Hear that, Tilthy? She called you a lady. You don't deserve that title. You're so shady. Old ladies. Utsava, you are no better. Remember the mechanic? He fled your bedroom naked in panic. Oh dear. So, are you in charge of the decorations? They look nice. Congratulations. It's a secret, but I'll spoil it. We dragged the garlands through the toilet. You see, we don't like the queen very much. She's unstable and uses the staff as a crutch. Oh, we gotta get her staff, have we? Yeah, he must feel so tall. I agree. Before I take my cows back to the farm, I'll stop her so she can do no more harm. That's the spirit. I wish I was your age. Ah, when my breasts weren't below my rib cage. But seriously, we wish you the best of luck. Tell the queen she's a stupid lame duck. Okay, this is where we came in. There was nothing down that way. I decided I should stay. Okay, got this corridor. Oh, hello. A button! Let us push the button! Bubbles, stop. It was a red sign with a pillar and a circle design. Bubbles, go. Looking down on Earth, my awe grew. Such a beautiful planet, so brilliantly blue. But before my return, I would offer my assistance to these poor people in their hopeless resistance. Well, let's try opening that. I don't know, do we put the fruit in there? I didn't want to put that there. Maybe it was needed elsewhere. Alright, what's this? It was one of those huge salt pillars. Maybe they were used by some distillers? Salt in distilling? I think so. At the end of the cogs last was a spinner revolving fast. Cogs were slowly revolving like my brain when puzzle solving. Cogs go no matter whether we have bubbles or not, no matter whether this is open or closed. Well, we'll try what happens. Ah, we've seen that before. Going up here. Uh-huh. I took some yellow plants and stuck them down my pants. We have yellow plants in our pants. Please, there must be some way that you can save my cows today. Hands are bound, I am afraid. Amarita holds the power and can't be swayed. And even if I were to be trying, our holy herd is still dying. What is wrong with the beast over there? Her horn is broken and her breath irregular. That is Yogita. She's the wild one of the herd. Last time in the age machine, something occurred. She went berserk and her tail flung, almost like she didn't want to get young. Now we must tie her down to make her stay and feed her sleepy grass to keep her at bay. Aha! So the yellow plants in my pants are sleepy grass, are they? I see a frog. Hello, frog. Squeak! It's a very loud squeak. That was far from weak. Hey, Froggy, please wait. I won't put you on a plate. I just want to hear your call. I promise that is all. Hey, stop. Don't hop. Eek. Ah, lucky. Lika, with her wonderful physique, had caught the frog that went squeak. Thanks, Lika. Oh, we have a squeaky frog. What would I do without you? This game is so cute. Right, we have sleepy yellow plants in our pants. And we have a squeaky frog and a putrid piece of fruit. Ah, got a chef. Food. The chef looked like he was swearing. What dish are you preparing? A veggie stew for the celebration, but for me this is only frustration. We ran out of spice a long time ago, so everything tastes bland, you know. All I've got are these tasteless roots. Oh, how I long for some fresh fruits. If this meal disappoints the queen, she'll retire me, if you know what I mean. That knife looks sharp. Do you have another? Maybe I could borrow one, if it's no bother. Sorry, miss. I need my blade to cut these roots, I'm afraid. But if you could get me something tasty for the stew, something fresh, I could probably lend it to you. Ah, well, this isn't very fresh, but would you like a piece of fruit? I can't serve the queen fruit that is rotten. She would surely kill me. Have you forgotten? What about sleepy plants? Find me something else. That's sleepy grass. He seemed annoyed. His voice was crass. A frog? Have you been drinking Gropel's grog? I can't use that. That's a frog. Power tools? No thanks. I've got food to prepare. Maybe you need to be elsewhere. Yes, I think that is the case. I need to be elsewhere. The door was locked from the inside. I couldn't open it even if I tried. It looked like a memorial or a holy place with a statue center with a Milky's face. I didn't understand these people's beliefs, but the shrine was decorated with flowers and leaves. What's up here? I'm hoping we'll be able to finish the game. I think there's a chance we can if we go a little long. You are welcome to the ship's womb. You are Ruth, I presume. I stammered, yes, how did you know? Behind her hood, her face wouldn't show. I'm the librarian. Knowledge is my trade. We've waited a long time for you. We have prayed. Library? Gave the room some looks. If this is a library, where are the books? All our knowledge is embedded in this hall. I'm the one who picks up the answers from the wall. Every square is a piece of information. My work is finding the right translation. My mind was trying to adjust its world view. And what is that floating water statue? We call it the Oracle, but that's mostly rhetorical. Answers are most of the time simple and pure, but asking the right questions is difficult for sure. The Oracle helps you with the most important task, how to ask. You say you've waited for someone like me. I don't understand. I'm just a nobody. Never think little of yourself and your power. Every life matters, and you will have your hour. A single grain can stop the cogs of a machine. A tiny egg, if hatched, can become a queen. You are young. You're a coiled spring. You are the one who can change everything. All right. What does she think of my frog? I have everything I need. You'll use that later to have us freed. Says that about everything. Okay. You have a question? The Oracle might give you a suggestion. Yes. As I looked into the water's reflection, I felt a wave of introspection. Something I've always thought of. Will I ever find love? Yes, unless... Unless what? Tell me, please. I want to know things like these. Love is not a theme for discussion. It might have an unforeseen repercussion. All right. Does the frog want to live in here? Please don't. It might get contaminated, the librarian solemnly stated. Okay, I'll stop trying to put things in there. Let me out? How do I leave? I go out. There we go. I'm feeling a little lost, guys. What do you think of my frog? They don't want anything I have. On the floor were parts of the decoration ordered by the queen for the celebration. Go back this way. Them again? Kept a respectful distance. I'd wait till later to ask for assistance. Oh dear, what happened to you? Are you all right? I asked the man, a poor sight. Oh my stars, thank you, Ruth, but things are not good, to tell you the truth. I was trying to make a brew for the feast when something happened and the pressure increased. Suddenly, the brewing pipes exploded. They're old, and the pipes had probably corroded. Everything is lost. The queen will be so crossed. This has to stop. We have to contravene. I just need to know how I can stop the queen. Steal the staff. It contains the power, but don't get caught. It will be your final hour. Here, let me help you to your feet before I show the queen her defeat. Not just let an old man sit and rest. Go get the staff. Do your best. Oh my. It was Annalisa's needle she used for sewing. She wouldn't miss it where she was going. I need that squirt gun. It's for lubricating things that squeak and sound grating. Things that squeak? This was into technology, not toads and biology. It was a diagram of tunnels or a maze made out of different pathways. Don't know what to think. Anybody have any ideas? Got back your youth? Good on you, Ruth. How's the repair going? Is there any progress showing? Well, the engine is soon done, but the hood fell off in the last run. The hover sled needs a new bonnet. Don't worry, I'm on it. Can I borrow your oil can? I asked the old man. It's almost empty. A sad state of affairs. I need it for oiling and squeaky repairs. Okay, I need a bonnet. Something to put in the shelf. Hey, Froggy, here you can sit. This seems like a perfect fit. Why? The well-oiled spool went round and round without making any kind of sound. So confused. Lost. I'm lost. It's broken again. Go back. Back game. Okay. No, no. Okay. What about the place with the bubbles? What does that do? Didn't need to inspect. That machine was wrecked. Point pushing that button again. Now let's see. The place with the bubbles was where? Here? Yes. End of the cogs last was a spinner revolving fast. Didn't want to put that there. Maybe it was needed elsewhere. Maybe I was doing the ship a disfavor. Maybe it would give the water some flavor. Alright, we've put the sleepy plants in the water. They're just laughing. Nope, Nothing down that way. Let's try the kitchen again. Okay. Bland smell coming from the stew. Maybe it needed something fresh and new. On the chef's table, propped vegetables finely chopped. Talk to him about all of those things. That's fresh fruits. We only have rotten fruits. To get a knife. Him rotten fruits to get a knife. What if I added some milk? Do I have any milk? I used the milk to make cheese, and I gave the cheese to Earhart. I have a power tool for a screwdriver and a rotten old musty, dusty, unedible, moist fruit. Has it dusty and moist? I do not know. I pricked my skin. Ow! Needles are sharp, you know. And needle and thread. Let's see. This came from here. Okay, we're on an ad break. We will be back at the end of the ad break. Feel free to help me out if you would like to. Okay, guys, I did a quick look at a walkthrough just to see where are we, and we are honestly not a lot farther than halfway through. So my plan is that on Monday next week, we will start with this game, finish this game, and then do music until the end of stream, depending on how long it takes us. But this theoretically might not have been a 2 stream game if I had started at the beginning of stream, but I did check how long to beat before I made my decision to play it during part of stream, and I thought I could maybe play the whole game during the end of stream, but no, I should have known better because it always takes me twice as long, right? So that twice as long as average is still holding accurate for this game because we played about 2 hours and 2 hours is about average, and 3 hours is kind of outside and 4 hours is like maximum. So 4 hours is probably what it'll take because we're reading everything out loud, and also I'm really bad at figuring all this stuff out. So I'm gonna look for a raid target here. That's the wrong button. That's the button I want. And everything is being weird on my computer. It desperately wants an update. But we have a game plan. So on Wednesday, we're going to play more The Long Dark. On Friday, we'll have an Esperanto stream. And on Sunday, we will finally get Tara's brand new wand upgrade and explore more of the gloaming, which is what we promised for last stream, only we didn't have all the ingredients we need. So that didn't happen, but you know, we just continue on, and it just means we have more opportunity for more gameplay. So yay. Struggling a bit. Maybe so. My goodness. This is not an easy task today. What about some D&D? Let me push that button and check this out. Fallout flavored D&D maybe? Could be a fun thing to check out. I don't know, what do you guys think? Also, Lil Simsy is playing Stardew Valley. We could jump in there. I don't tend to raid bigger streams. Molly Berry is streaming RimWorld. Again, these are bigger streamers that I don't normally. Somebody gifted me a sub to So Everdream. That's Dark Souls. We don't go there. I la la. Let me check out this music stream. Let's see. I'll figure it out here. We'll find a lovely place to go. Maybe a muse. Yeah. Let's do it. We're gonna rate a musician I don't know if I've rated before, but I've been following for a long while. I hope you all will have a good time, and I will see you again on Wednesday. Grown-up humor occurring in the chat right now. Just so you know, stream for grown-ups. All right. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I've been working really hard buttoning up the last articles for the first issue of the year for Usona Esperantisto, which is the periodical that I'm co-editor of now. It's been a much bigger job than we anticipated, but we've really been enjoying the process. And tonight we're gonna cover and hopefully send it to the printers tomorrow. Fingers crossed. It'll be really great to get that buttoned up because this first issue has taken so many times the amount of time that we're being paid for, and that's okay because we are so dedicated to our work, and we also expect that the time taken will come down to something reasonable, for something adjacent to reasonable. We're going to the ending screen, and thank you everybody for lurking and watching and doing cool stuff and being your awesome selves. I love you. Bye.